What's up, y'all? All right. So, all right, here's something that we really got to bring up to the surface because we're getting dangerously close to really some bad things. Bad things have already been happening, but we're getting to this place where I would almost say it's the point of no return. All right. I mean, you got to look at the condition of our society right now. The social unrest, protesting, rioting, and the rioting, as far as I understand, that's actually that's subsided quite a bit. But when it all comes down to it, there are two different sides that each have a very extreme a very extreme group. Um, Not everyone who's out there protesting is out there trying to fight, trying to start things, trying to get trying to get this thing really going crazy. They're trying to get a message across. Whether you agree with the message or not, bottom line is they have a right to try to get the message across so that we can actually talk about it. I believe that there are things that need to be talked about, things that need to be brought to the table and openly discussed, reasonably discussed. Um, However, there's a small group amongst them that are hell bent on starting the fire. They're hell bent on getting this thing going. And then you have another small group that is militant enough to back it all up. Look at the other side. It's very similar. Uh, you have a very large group that, we're the things that we stand for. It's actually completely different. It's not has nothing to do with the same, with the topics that need to be discussed from the other side. Most of us, we're all about our Second Amendment rights. We're all about basically being left alone by the government. You know, and up until this time, it really has only been just a discussion. Like, there's never been a reason for us to really, really worry about anything or really get prepared for shit to hit the fan. But the way shit has been going now, I mean, you're seeing a real uptick in activity. Let me put it that way. Now, again, in that group, there are smaller groups. You have a small group that is hell bent on starting a race war. They are legit racist. All of us are not racist. And to be very clear, they're racist on each side, on both sides. Open racist. I mean, if I'm not I'm not trying to call anybody out. I don't want to call anybody out, but I can. I can call specific people out. Okay, but again, I'm not going to do that. Bottom line is that there are there is a small group that wants something to happen, and then you have another group. If this group happens to be very large, we are armed and we're ready to fight. We're not trying to fight. We don't want to fight, but we are armed and ready to fight. The sad thing is that somehow we are being we are being set up to go against each other. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. We're just dumb enough to fucking keep falling for the same shit that we see on TV and from the media. Okay? Well, I'm going to tell you the big problem now is you have police officers that are walking away. What happens at the point where there is no more law enforcement, there is no one to keep the peace, and then shit really starts to happen. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it the boogaloo. I've heard it called the boogaloo. You could call it a civil war, which civil war not as in white people and black people, because there are white people and black people on both sides, right? but civil war as in we're in a state of civil unrest that is going to result in serious active conflicts. So what we really need to do is get this thing dealt with before it gets to that point. We've got to stop. We've got to stop. You know, I don't want to find myself in a position where, you know, where I've got my gun aimed at someone, at a human being, and I have to put them down because they're coming at me. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to end up getting put down because someone sees me and thinks I'm coming at them. We have to put this out. We have to put it out. We got to put it out now. I don't know what else to say on it. You know. All right. So let's have these difficult conversations and let's get this shit fixed. All right. Have a good one.